Welcome to the Live Wide Open podcast. I'm your host, Randy B. Ramirez, also known as Wide Open Randy, and I'm here to lead you to become the best version of yourself. This show helps raise the bar for all the motorsport enthusiasts. Holding it wide open is just what we do. Being a good person is who we are, and living our lives to the fullest is the lifestyle that we choose. Man, if you've ever felt like something was off, like if you've ever felt like, man, I don't know, like I have a feeling about that, but you just couldn't explain why. Like, and then what happens is that later you realize that, man, god damn it, like, man, I was right. I knew I had that feeling for a reason. Then this episode is for you, my friend. You see, today we're going to be talking about that internal alarm system that we have, that we've been actually trained to ignore, right? I'm talking about your gut feeling, that system that we have. And I say that we've been trained to ignore because typically we're like, oh, use your mind, use your brain. But man, intuition is so important. You see, that primal, that no bullshit signal that we all get, that we know that it's the feeling that we get, like right before like your brain even finishes processing what's going on, is like the fuel that you need to pay attention to. Because what happens is that typically your gut always gets the signal before your brain. Your brain just needs a little bit to catch up. And so that's why they say follow your intuition, follow your gut, lead with what you are feeling. Like, don't ignore those feelings. They're there for a reason. And if you're serious about becoming the kind of man who people remember, like a man with integrity, a man with honor, a man who leads with his heart and does the right thing, man, then you better start fucking listening to that intuition. You better start listening to your gut. You better stop ignoring it and start paying attention when it gives you those signs. You see, your gut is like your built-in bullshit detector. No, no kidding, no bullshit, no lies. It really is. And we've all been through that. We've all been through those feelings. We've all had those that incident, and man, you just, something is off, something doesn't feel right, or maybe it's completely the opposite. Something feels real right. Like you have a good feeling about it. Like that's all comes from your intuition, and this matters because your intuition is not magic. Like it's a pattern that recognizes based on what's happening in your life, based on your experience, based on your instinct, based on your emotional intelligence that you have, right? And so it knows what danger smells like. And if it's dressed in a suit, it knows. If it's dressed blatant in plain sight, then typically, you don't need your gut, but you need to follow your gut because it knows, like it recognizes what's going on based on your life experiences, right? Based on how you roll, how you feel, right? Like think about it, man. I'm giving you a quick example here. Like, man, I remember a time when I almost partnered with someone, right, to do something, to start a company, to not to get into too much details into this, but like I almost partnered with someone, right? We were gonna start a company, we were gonna do this whole thing, and man, and the whole time it just didn't feel right. Like I was like, I don't know, man. Like like. But we had a good history together. We worked really good together. Like we've built some great shit together. And then, through our work, and we're gonna, partner to start our own company. And then, man, it just didn't feel right, right? And then at the last second, I was like, bro, man, I'm sorry, man, this just doesn't feel right, right? Like, it's just, I'm not gonna do it. Like, I gotta pull out, right? And so me myself, like like I'm a big data person, so I really looked at all the details, right? But let's say just data aside, like it was a feeling that I was following, right? It was my intuition. It just didn't feel right. It didn't feel like it was the right move for me, right? Especially at that time. And then what happened, bro? Sure enough, months later, man, I discovered that this guy was doing some shady business, some shady stuff surfaced, right? And then I didn't want to be part of that, and I'm glad I wasn't a part of it, right? And so that is a fucking good example of listen to your gut, listen to your intuition. Because your gut, your intuition, that feeling that we get when things happen, like when you're in a situation, is typically right, right? Like I'd say probably 99% of the time your gut knows what's best for you, right? And so your gut isn't like this woo-woo like type of fucking thing that you should like ignore. It actually the opposite. It's your warrior's wisdom whispering to you. It's telling you, yo, I don't know, like we've been through this, it doesn't feel right, like, or maybe it does feel good, like listen to that, right? And my question here for you is like, are you listening to it? Or are you just scrolling? Are you just ignoring? Are you just going based on no, because this is what I want, and because this is what I may happen? And sometimes we get hard headed, we're men, it just happens, and we tend to ignore that gut, that intuition, right? And 9 times out of 10, it always comes back to bite us in the fucking ass, bro. And so the body feels before the brain understands it, man. This is very true. And this matters because when you feel tension, like when you feel something dreadful, or when that feeling is weird, or when it's off, like when things just doesn't feel right, like you're not crazy, man. That's like actually your body, it's screaming before your brain catches up. Like it's screaming to yo, 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 pay attention. This doesn't feel right. Like typically your gut, your intuition always feels it first, and then your brain catches up and it starts to connect the dots. But if you follow your intuition, you follow your gut, if you follow that vibe, that sense of feeling that you get, 9 times out of 10, it won't do you wrong, right? Like, just think about it. Look, let me give you another example with this. Like, you've ever been like in a room, or maybe you walk into a room, or maybe someone walks into a room that you're in, like, and then instantly, man, instantly that energy shifts, right? It could be good. Oh, I've also experienced it. It could be bad, right? Like, you don't know this person, right? Like, you don't know who they are. You don't know, but you just feel that instant energy shift, right? And like, you're like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Like, you don't know them, but your body does. Like, you've got to get in that intuition, that feeling, right? And sometimes you'd be like, yo, that person doesn't vibe with me. That person's off. Like, the energy just drops in the room, right? And a lot of the times it's completely the opposite. Someone comes in, like, and just vibe that good energy, that good frequency. And you're like, yo, this is my people right here, right? You don't even know that person, but it's just that frequency that gives off, right? And we've all felt that. I know you felt it. I felt it multiple times. And nowadays, I try to follow my intuition, like I let it lead me, right? And I pray about it, right? And when the difficult situations come about, I put some facts down, but I also pray about it, and I see, what is my intuition telling me? What is God telling me? Like, what is the voice inside of me telling me to do? And I pay attention to it, and I make my decisions based on that, right? Because when your body tenses up, right? Like when you're like, yo, 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 you got that feeling, right? Like, that's your gut waving a red flag at you, right? Don't fucking ignore it. Don't wait for the crash before you hit the brakes. Like, pay attention to those signs. And man, a lot of times you will be able to ignore, you're able to, like, not ignore, but you're able to, I should say, avoid these situations that might end up blowing up in your face, right? Or something feels completely good, and something, right, you're able to just go with your instinct. And I'm like I said, like 9 times out of 10, it's usually right, right? It's funny, like 9 times out of 10, it's always right, right? Like, or 90% of the time, it's 100% of the time right. Like, it's just follow it, man. It doesn't steer you wrong. Like, it really doesn't, right? Ignoring your gut actually will cost you every single fucking time. And this matters because every time you ignore your gut, right? Every time that you don't pay attention to it, every time that you just try to silence it, and you try to just be harder and go to whatever the fuck it is that you want, right? Like, you end up paying the toll, right? It might be with your time, you might end up paying the toll with your money, you might paying the toll with your peace, you might end up paying the toll with your reputation, and sometimes whatever, it's all of them, right? And this is why it's important for you to listen to your gut, right? Like, just think about it. We've probably all gone through this. I know I've gone through this, right? Like, I give you an example about it. Like, man, when you stay in the wrong, like, friend circle, because it's like logical, or because it's just what you've been used to, because it's just how you grow up, right? Like, man, and I knew, and this happened to me as I level up my life, and you just outgrow people that are not on the same path, on their same trajectory as you. It doesn't mean that that theirs is wrong and yours is right. It's just, we're different paths, right? And so I analyze that circle, and if it doesn't feel right to me anymore, then I listen to my gut. I listen to what it's saying, and my gut is usually telling me, like, yo, it just doesn't vibe with you anymore. You don't belong here anymore. Like, it's time to grow. It's time to expand. And so a lot of times that I've ignored my gut, right, and I just stayed there, and I stayed, like, it just, I end up suffering because of it. I end up ignoring my gut when I know that, man, keeps telling me to pull away. It keeps telling me to go my own ways. Keep telling me to do my own thing, right? Or to go and meet new people, or expand my circle, or grow, because these people don't align with what I'm trying to achieve or what I'm trying to do or how I've become or how I've expanded, right? And nothing wrong with them. It's just we're not in alignment with who we're trying to be. And so in this example right here, it's biting me in the butt, right? It's biting me in the fucking ass, I should say. Fuck the butt, the fucking ass, right? Like pay attention to your gut. It's usually right, right? Your gut doesn't raise its voice, like it walks away, like right, like what that means is that like your gut, your intuition, like it's gonna tell you, it's gonna give you some signs, right? But it's not gonna like fucking be like, yo, it's gonna slap you in the face. A lot of times what ends up slapping you in the face is the experience that you gain from fucking ignoring your gut, right? Because if you don't listen, it'll fucking stop talking to you, right? And then this is why it's so important to get in tune with yourself, to pray, to meditate, to be able to expand your frequency so that you can pay attention to the voice that's inside of all of us, right? To our intuition, to what the things that are telling us. And the more in tune you are with yourself, with your higher self, the better decisions, the better things that you're going to be able to do in your life because you're listening to your gut more, you're listening to your intuition. And so, as we wrap up this episode here, typical question. My question for you here today is: where in your life are you feeling the nudge? Like, where in your life, in any area of life, right? Like, where are you feeling like, I don't know, man, like this doesn't feel right, or maybe it does feel right, or maybe like, where are you feeling that nudge, right? But you're not taking the action. Like, where? And then my challenge for you is this week, I want you to act on your gut. Just once, on your intuition, on something, whatever it is. If your gut's telling you to do it, you're like, I don't know, follow that shit, right? Like no spreadsheet, no poll, no digging into the facts, just straight instinct, straight intuition, and see what happens. I promise you, probably gonna end up better than you think it is, right? And my final here thought for you is really just this. You don't need more answers, my friend. What you need is more alignment, more connection with yourself, more in tune with the man who you're trying to become. You see, your gut is your internal compass. So trust it. It's been right all along. I'm driving the checkered flag deep into the ground and I'm calling all the motorsport enthusiasts who want to improve their situation. Let's break free from all the shit that's been holding us back and let's become the badass motherfuckers that we're all meant to be. Breaking the stereotype is exactly what we're here to do. This movement is called Live Your Life Wide Open, and helping others level up is the mission that God has tasked us with. If you still haven't subscribed yet, man, go ahead and smash that button so you never miss another episode. And if you vibe with today's message, and if you'd like to contribute to the growth of this mission that we're on, man, do us fucking solid. And share this on your story so that more gearheads, more motorheads, more men like you and me can really see and hear about this podcast. And ultimately, that's how our community grows. Catch up with you on the next episode. But till then, live your life wide open, my friend. Peace.